guys, my name is Shrads.
And my name's Rita, and this is
Almost there?
Question Mark.
Whoa.
So before we really get into it, just want to make sure we get to the nitty-gritties. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube and give us those 5 stars.
Yeah, on Spotify. I think Apple has it too, that
Apple
you
has
could
it
give us
too.
reviews.
Yeah, leave us like preferences of what you'd like on those podcasts too. And also follow us on
ALMST there on Instagram.
and we appreciate you so much.
Keep watching. We are back, and today we're talking about something that I don't even know if both of us are on the same page about it. I
Probably
have
not.
zero idea. But we're going to start it off by talking about my bracelet that was gone and went missing. Have you heard about the evil eye thing?
I have.
Okay,
You
not
want to explain it to the peeps?
like what evil eye is.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like jewelry with evil eye. But go ahead. You can explain what evil eye is in general.
So it's like, we also call it nazar.
Yeah.
Which is like, people can have different thoughts. Like, even if to your face, they're like, oh, I'm so happy for you, and like whatever. But internally, they're haters. So it's basically to keep the haters off your back.
Yeah, it's like bad intentions. So even if they don't mean it, sometimes like people think in a very like jealous way, or like even without meaning to do it, it just internally bubbles up. And so it's to keep that away. So
you know what I've also heard about it though? I've heard that even if it's just people just saying something,
yeah,
it just is you're putting
bad
energy towards it. So even if they don't have any bad intentions, they're just kind of like saying something, and then you're like, oh, fuck, like now I'm fucked.
Yeah, it's like negative vibes.
But it's not. Like, they're saying even if you have good intentions,
but you're saying something bad.
you're saying something. Like,
Oh,
let's
even
say,
if it's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
if you're oversaying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like...
Like, you jinx it.
Yeah, jinxing.
So, people put the jinxing and the evil eye together, too.
But do you think sometimes that's just, like, a cop-out for things? Like... Because, like, what do you mean? So, if they do something really good...
Yeah, but let's say I'm saying I want to start a business.
Yeah.
And I tell people, like a lot of people,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes they're like, well, I shouldn't have told people because I was still in the building phase, and like,
Yeah.
you know, there's so much stuff that can come up. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, to keep the fucking evil eye away.
Yeah, no, I get it. I used to do it like when my nails, do you remember my nails were like, I used to like brag about, I got this one set of nails that I was like absolutely in love with. Everything was perfect. Everything was great. But I talked about it so much and I like broke it like within like the next day, and I was like, I gave myself fucking nazar. Like, it's like jinxing, right? But anyways, so us in our culture, we wear like black, like they put like a black dot behind your ear. For kids, they literally draw it anywhere in your face because like you're a baby. They give you like kajal, black kajal. Some people wear a black anklet, but it's all to keep nazar away. But I think, I don't know which culture the blue and black and white evil eye comes from, because I don't think that's ours.
No. It's like European.
Yeah. Some sort of European something.
Yeah.
So I wear one on my wrist. It's like the cutest, like daintiest, like it's as thin as this, but it's like silver and it has like just a circle evil eye. It's like super simple. And I wear it a lot. Like I wear this one. I've worn them in the past, all that stuff. But people say that you wear it on your body wherever you wear it. You wear it as a ring, you wear it as a bracelet, you wear it as whatever. If it breaks, like it's like... it protected you from evil eye, is what they say.
Whoa.
So
if it never broke, then
Yeah.
you were like, nobody had evil eye on you.
I think it does like shield it off, but I think it's like it went overtime
Oh,
and like
damn.
really
It's, like,
just
big,
like
big.
yeah.
Damn.
So it broke, like it
Crazy.
really went crazy. And then I heard that when it's broken, you have to like, and you find it. Say for example, you find it in your room, you find it wherever. You're supposed to bury it. Okay, you're not supposed to fix it and like put it back on because that's not good for you. Okay, so you're supposed to bury it and you're supposed to like buy a new one or whatever it is. So then it's like, I get it, I completely understand, especially if it's real. It's like, I think I wear it because I think nazar is real. I think like people sometimes do things, say things without meaning it, or meaning it sometimes, and you don't like realize it until later, and it shields it. In my head, it does that. But the whole breaking thing, I wonder if it's like a marketing thing.
100%. As soon as you said that and you're like, well, break it and then you got to go buy another one now. like, oh, I have my evil eye guy. Let me just go to him. And they were like all together. They came together and they were like, okay, this is something.
We can work with it.
Yeah.
No, I think, I agree. But it's just really funny that like, I'll still do it. Like, even though I still think like, okay, it's a little bit.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Okay, that's what's going into what we're going to talk about is like Lionsgate or whatever. So, I don't know if you've heard of it. So, okay, you tell me what you think, what you've been seeing about Lionsgate is.
So, I don't really fully comprehend what it is.
Okay.
All I understood with it has something to do with financial abundance.
Okay.
No?
Yeah, it can.
Oh, it had other meanings too.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all I got from it, from
Okay.
like the Instagram stuff. Like they'd be like, if you're seeing this, then you have to like do this to get through the Lionsgate portal.
Yeah.
And I was, as soon as I would hear fucking
Scroll.
Yeah.
But what would you have to do? Like what was
So I only fully heard one.
Okay.
And I saw that I think it was August 8th.
Yeah.
Right? So I saw that on August 8th. And it was at nighttime already.
Yeah.
But basically, the girl was like, at night, you have to say these 3 affirmations to yourself.
Okay.
And then that would mean that you have gone into the portal. She probably didn't say it like that. She probably said it in a better way.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, she was like, you have to repeat 3 different phrases, which is something.
Okay.
And then I remembered only one, so then
Which
I
is?
said one at the end.
Okay.
So I don't think I got through the portal.
So for me, I didn't know
just
about.
Hello?
I didn't hear about like having affirmations or anything.
Okay.
Like I didn't hear like you're entering a portal. Like I didn't hear that part.
I might be making it up. I don't know.
But okay, what I understood of it. Okay, before we get into it,
Yeah.
I believe in like something spiritual in the world. Like I believe that there's some sort of high power, all that kind of stuff. I don't know to what extent. So for me, with certain things, I'm like, even if I don't 100% believe it, I'll still do it just in case it's real. Okay, like in my head, I'm like, what am I losing by doing something to like better myself, better my future, whatever. And at the end of the day, like manifestation as a whole, like as much as I don't believe that if you just say it, it's just gonna freaking happen, I do believe like when you repeat something to yourself like 10 times, you're gonna do like, and you see signs because now it's at the top of your head, you're gonna do whatever you can to like accept those signs because you're like, it's at the top of your brain, right? Like if you keep saying like, I want chocolate, I want chocolate, I want chocolate, if you go to like a regular fucking store, like you might not see chocolate, but because you're thinking about it all the time, you're like, I'm gonna go find the chocolate kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I think, right? Like I don't think if you just say it happens. But putting that aside, so what I heard about Lionsgate Portal is August 8th every year. So it's like if you turn, it's like a very shub day, like a
Good,
auspicious. It's a very auspicious day. Yeah. So because it's a like numerology wise, it's supposed to be great because 8 is the 8th month, and then August 8th is the day. So 8, and when you turn 8 on the side, it represents, it's like the infinity sign.
Okay.
So it has something to do with that.
The real. Okay. I'm gonna go through the portal for infinity.
I'm gonna cry.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a very auspicious day, and it's supposed to be because something to do with infinity. It like something to do with
Infinity Stones.
No.
Like Thanos.
No.
No Avengers.
It's not Marvel.
No.
But
this is real life.
I hope so. But something to do with like infinite something.
Abundance.
It's maybe
Okay.
that it's a great day to manifest like what you want for the future. Or what you want like in your future. Mm-hmm. So what I heard about it is on that day, you're supposed to get a piece of paper and you're supposed to write down your manifestation. So you're supposed to say like very specific, like, I don't know, give me one. Like I want to have a better job by next year and make.
But is that, wait, I thought, okay, so manifestation, I get confused sometimes because I think she's really glowing. That Vaseline
Oh my gosh,
really,
yes.
that Vaseline is
shiny.
popping.
We should do a video of like our favorite products.
Wow. Are
'Cause
we
people
going to be
care.
those people?
No, but I really think it's fun.
Into a different, yeah. You know what we should do? We should do our makeup.
Yikes. Yeah, maybe.
Too much.
No, I think it's fun though too. Who cares?
It'd be cute.
It'd be
Whatever.
so cute.
I think it's also just like we're getting ready for the day, so we can actually just film and then leave.
Yeah. Yikes, that is scary though. Do our makeup.
Yeah. I don't know how we would concentrate.
I know.
Like I would never make eye contact with anything.
But they don't
around
usually.
me. That's true. But I guess
just
when influencers do it, they're doing it like
some do, some don't. So some people have like a mirror right beside them and they're like doing it and they like talk to the camera sometimes, but some of them are like do it at the camera. Depends.
right
On your vibe. Anyway, sorry. You were asking about manifestation.
Yeah, so they say
understand.
no, I get it, but I always took manifestation as saying I am already doing whatever.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
I have a great job.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
rich.
So that's what it is. That's what it is. So
Okay.
so say for example, you want a job by next year, right? So you're supposed to get this piece of paper, date it August 8th, 2025.
Okay.
Because it's a year in
now
advance.
infinity will continue.
I don't know about how
Okay.
infinity comes into us, but it has something
Because
to do with it.
infinity is throughout the life, right? So then why are we doing it every August? Shouldn't it be
Couldn't
like
tell
I
you.
do it now, I'm good for the rest of my life?
But then that will set you the same. Your goalpost doesn't change.
Yeah, but people put their goalposts as like the birthdays or New Year's
But
or like whatever. So
that's why I think like it's a mental trick that you're playing on yourself. It's
Okay.
like you're putting these things, a very short term goal or a year, not very short term, but a year of a goal in your head so that that's at the forefront of your brain for a year and you're going to do anything you can to work toward. I think that's what it is. That's not how they're explaining it,
Yeah.
but I think that's what it is because that's what will make it work. If you have something 20 years down, like you're going to keep thinking, yeah, we have time. But when your deadline is approaching August 8th next year, you have to do it by that time, you know? Anyways, so yeah.
I love how you have the mic just
sorry. See, that's my issue. If I don't have the mic in my hand, I need something in my hand, right?
Yeah.
And I
so
wasn't
that's
expecting...
the mic cover for anyone who doesn't. Yeah.
What does it look like? Just looks like a
just
foam.
Something.
But yeah, so say for example you want another job, right? You want a promotion by next year. So you're going to date it August 8th, 2025, and you're going to say, I am I'm happy and extremely grateful now that I have the promotion or now that I'm an actor, if you want to be an actor.
Okay.
Now that I'm an actor. Then you're going to keep writing it. So whatever you want. I am happy and very grateful now that I have a family.
Okay.
Like just things that you want by next year, 2025. You're going to write a list of all those things, but with that starting point. We should have made this video before August 8th.
Why?
So people could
To
have
let
done it.
people know.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know until the
I
day before
found out
August.
the night of.
At least you know this for next year. Anyways, so you're supposed to write all these things down on a piece of paper. Then...
Oh, do you bury it?
No, it's
You
a
put it in
little...
your backyard.
It's a little... What's the word? Shoo-shoo. Like, what's the word? Like...
Woo-woo.
Woo-woo. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little woo-woo. But then you take the paper and you're supposed to rip it out of your notebook, whatever, or you have the
Okay.
paper, and you're supposed to fold it, like, towards yourself. Because you're like...
You're bringing it towards you.
Yeah, like you're,
Okay.
it's like you're welcoming it into your
Wow.
something. So
All
you're
right.
supposed to fold it towards you, and then you're supposed to put it somewhere in your house or somewhere in your environment that you're not really gonna revisit. Like you're not supposed to look at this for a whole year. You've just written it down and then you put it away, whatever. And then you're supposed to put an alarm on your phone or wherever you remind yourself in your diary, whatever, on August 8th, 2025, to go find this thing and then open it and read through it. And the way that the girl says it, she says it in a way of so that when you look back and you see how much you've accomplished in that year and how many things you've ticked off of this list. So this is why I think it's more of like a brain trick, because I think it's there to like make you feel happy with what you've accomplished. Because I think what happens is, like, we forget what we accomplish in life. Like, we're always moving the goalpost, and you don't appreciate, like, what you've done, right? And I say this to my fiance all the time, like, he's done so much in his business.
Yeah, level up.
He's done so much in his business.
Level up, by the way. That's what I was trying to say.
And he has, like, moved the goalposts for himself, like, every time, because that's how you grow, right? Like, that's how you see, like, that's how you grow a business.
Yeah.
And he forgets how much he's done in his job and, like, how much he's done for himself, that I'm the one reminding him. He's like, yeah, but. I'm like, there's no but. Like, you've done so much for yourself, and you should be so proud of yourself. And I think we all do that for ourselves, right? Where it's just like, it's just not what you want, because the grass is always greener, but you just don't see what you've accomplished. And I think by doing this, like, when you get back to it, especially if you are a person who is, like, what's the word? Ambitious. Like, you can literally sit down and be like, oh shit, like, I got like 7 out of 10 of these things, right? Or it reminds you too, like, these 3 things are what I still have to work on, right? Or it just reminds you, like, oh shit, that's what I wanted a year ago, and my life changed so drastically in this year that that wasn't meant for me, and that's okay, right? And I think these things, as much as they do sound woo-woo, whatever, I do think, like, there is a positive thing that can come from it if you actually, like, put the work into it.
But isn't this just goal setting?
Exactly.
So but then what is the manifestation? I guess I understand where you're just saying this is, I'm happy, I'm blah blah blah, I'm whatever. Yeah. That's manifestation, I guess. But I still don't understand what August 8th has to do with it. Because you can goal set any time in your life. Yeah. So it's just the spiritual aspect to it that would make people want to do it.
Can I tell you, I have always been intimidated by goal setting. Yeah. Because it feels like I have to accomplish this by the time that I've set the goal for. And if I don't, I feel like I've failed myself. And this made me feel less intimidated. This made me feel like I'm just putting it out in the universe. If it happens, it just fucking happens. And it doesn't feel as, like,
daunting.
Yeah. And I think the fact that it's like you're putting it's bad. It's taking responsibility away from you. Right? It's like you're just putting it out into the universe, and it, like, if it happens, it happens, and it puts it in your forefront of your brain. I don't think that's what those people are doing it for. The people making those videos, I truly believe that they believe that this spiritual being is going to
make things
happen. Okay. You say it 5 times and it will happen for you, because it's August 8th and blah 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 blah. But I think for me, when I look at it, it's giving me a reason to write these things down, and it's taking the pressure away from me, being like, I have to do it by this time. And I think that's just how my brain works. And it's not great, but it just takes a lot of pressure away from me that way. Yeah. But it is goal setting, and basically is exactly that, but it's just it's like a different font. Like, it's just given it a different name. Yeah. It was very interesting. Watching these things are very interesting for me. Like, it's just fun too. Like, it gives you, like, it's an event.
I think that's why people, like, get into it. It also, I think it builds, like, a sort of community for people who believe in it. Just like, I mean, anything in, like, religion or whatever it is, I think people that believe in manifestation and stuff like that, to a certain degree, I think everyone has come around. Not everyone. A lot more people have come around to the concept of manifestation now. Just because you're kind of rewiring your brain to believe what you would like to happen for your life. So I think there's a lot more people that are, open to that sort of stuff. But then the spirituality part of it is where you now build a community of people who believe in the same things as you.
I agree. Yeah. But I do think, like, you do have a responsibility in manifestation. Like, you can't just say, like,
yeah, for sure,
I'm gonna be the CEO of a company and not do anything for a year to become a CEO of a company.
Yeah, for sure.
I do think that. And it's really funny because one of our friends' moms, she strongly believes in manifestation. And she was explaining it to me. She's just like, listen, like, you need to manifest. Like, you don't understand the power of manifestation. And I'm like, okay, explain it to me. Because she truly, at the bottom of her heart, believes it. She's like, so I was driving downtown and I never find parking. I never find parking when I drive downtown. And this one day I was just like, I'm going to look at it positively and I'm going to say it 10 times. As I was driving downtown, I said, I'm going to find parking. I'm going to find parking. I'm going to find parking. You will not believe it. In the first 10 minutes, I usually have to look for so long. In the first 10 minutes, I found parking, right? And she, like, in the bottom of her soul, in the depths of her soul, believes that it's because she manifested it and said it 10 times. And yes. But logically, in my head, all that happened was she wasn't pissed about everything else that was around her. It just
makes you more positive about
exactly.
the experience.
And 10 minutes is still a long time to find parking.
Yeah.
And it just happened that, like, that day you were looking, you were more aware because now you're like, I'm going to find it, I'm going to find it, I'm going to find it. And you found it, right? So I do think there is a power in it if you put the work into it. I don't think that, like, you can just say it, because otherwise, like, you could just be like, I'm gonna go to Japan today, and it would just happen, and it didn't, right? Yeah. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I think there's just so much. There is so much. Like, I love it. I just love it. I do. I think
I love manifestation too.
Yeah.
Like I've made like boards for myself and like stuff like that in terms of like just saying positive things to yourself. I think it just makes you a more positive person. Yeah. Even if you're not accomplishing every single thing that you've like put on a list or a board or whatever, however you've done it. Like, I think it brings you just into a very positive space. And if something can bring that into your life, then why the fuck not?
I will say, though, you have to be okay with things also not panning out the way that you want them to.
Yeah, because life also changes.
Exactly.
I think, where you are today is completely going to be different than where you are next year.
100%.
Or even if it's not completely different, it's still like life has happened, right? To either make you stay where you are or to change where you are. And so, like, in that time frame to, like, you just, like, learn how to be graceful with yourself, too. Because you look at all these things, and then I think, like, to your point, when you look back on it and you see, okay, I've accomplished, like, 5 out of, like, 12 of the things that I was talking about. That's fine. Maybe, was it even realistic?
Exactly.
Like, did that even make sense? Like, it's just redirection of, like, where you see life going. So... Yeah, whatever works for you. But do you feel like you went through a portal or?
No.
Okay.
I was the same person when I woke up and I was in the same world. But maybe I will in a year.
Yeah. You never know.
Maybe that's what it is. Like, I just started. Maybe if you do it every August 8th, you go into a new portal every August 8th. Which, to be fair, kind of makes sense. Because, like, if you've, like, created like 10 things that you're supposed to do by a certain time and you hit all those 10 things, you're a different person by then, right? Like, you're a different version of yourself. So it's like a portal.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give them whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I just think also the other thing is, like you were saying, like, if you cannot give yourself that grace and you know that you're, as a person, that's who you are, maybe chill out. Maybe you don't do it. And it's okay not to do things that you're not 100% sure about, because you know yourself. And if you think that you're going to beat yourself up by not hitting 10 out of 10, because I know people in my life that would probably beat themselves up if they don't hit those goals. So, yeah, just do what you can, do what you need to do.
Yeah. But also make moves, right? Like, you don't get to just say, well, I've put it out into the universe. Like, you put things out into the universe for sure. But then you also have to, like, make sure you're doing the steps to, like, get to where you want to get to.
Exactly. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. We hope you enjoyed. If you're manifesting, let us know down below. Follow, like, subscribe. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. All our short forms are on YouTube. Our full forms are on Spotify, kind of, sort of. And you can follow us on Instagram at
ALMST there.
And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.